Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are wondering why you're not losing weight, this video is for you. Right there, stay here, because I'm going to be going through all of the weight loss mistakes that you might be making, that I've even made myself a couple of times. So we're all going to learn today, right, in this beautiful woods. You see the scenery? Look at that, I took you out here for some knowledge. So before we start, I just wanted to give a massive shout out and thank you to all of my members. Thank you guys so much for joining. I appreciate you guys so much. If you are interested in becoming a member, click the join button down below and there'll be a video that will pop up and it'll tell you all of the perks. You could be a Vimto, Jelly Tot, or a Nandino. If you know, you know. If you haven't already, consider subscribing and click the bell button down below. A lot of you guys are watching and you haven't subscribed, so there's a little button, is subscribe and then the bell, yeah? Give this video a thumbs up, right? So if you're wondering, what the hell do I know? Yeah, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a PT, I am not a nutritionist or anything, right? I don't have any qualifications. But I have a hair in my mouth. But yeah, I'm not a professional in anything, but I have lost 120 pounds. I started my journey in January 2020. I started at 269 pounds and I lost weight through counting my calories, exercising, eating healthy, changing my whole life basically. So obviously during the time of losing weight, I made a lot of mistakes, and this is why I'm making this video, so that you don't have to make the mistakes, so that you know you can get it right from day one and lose the weight in it. So let's go. Let's get some knowledge, mate. So to lose weight, we need to be in a calorie deficit. That just means that you're eating less calories than your body is burning. So number one mistake that you can make is not counting your calories, not tracking your calories. How are you going to know that you're in a calorie deficit if you don't count your calories? That's a big mistake. If you're not counting your calories and you're not losing weight, start counting your calories. Another reason why you're not losing weight is that you have calculated your calories wrong. So you've either taken the calories off of MyFitnessPal or another app, or even the TDEE calculator online. They are all estimates. They don't know your body. They don't know how much muscle you have and all of that stuff. So they're just estimates. So if you're just going off of that and you're not losing weight or you're even gaining weight, that's just because the calories is wrong. A lot of people say to me, oh, my calculator said to eat 1,500 calories and I've been eating that and I've not lost any weight. What's wrong with me? And there's nothing wrong with you. It's just that that calculator is wrong. It's not 100%. Yeah. So if you get an estimate, you can go off of that. But if you're not losing weight, then just reduce the calories a little bit more and then you'll lose weight. Also, another mistake is that a lot of people overestimate how active they are. When they are working out their calories, they will consider themselves more active than they actually are, therefore giving them a higher calorie estimate. So they are eating more calories than what they need to lose weight. If you're not losing weight, this is a mistake that you could be doing, is not weighing out your food and you're just guessing the portion sizes. This is something I did in the beginning, which was fine when I first started. As my weight loss started to slow, I had to start weighing out my food. How do you know how many calories are in that food if you are guessing? Well, you think it's 100 grams, like I ball in 100 grams, and actually 100 grams, two different things. Especially when you're overweight, you need to relearn the portion sizes. So get the scales out and weigh the damn foods, and in that way you can actually track the calories properly. Another mistake that I see people making is that they are not tracking their sauces. You could have a 200 calorie salad, it's all good, and then you put Caesar dressing on there and you're adding like 500 calories and you're not counting the calories from the dressing, and you're getting yourself into a surplus or hitting maintenance and you're not losing weight. That could be a reason why you're not losing weight. Also, weigh out your sauces. You can either put the bottle on the scale, set it to 0 and then use it, put it back on, and then the weight on there will say like minus, say it says minus 20, you've just used 20 grams of sauce. Or you could put the plate on and weigh the sauce out like that. That's how I do it, yeah. But the bottle one, putting it on the scale and then weighing it, that took me a long time to know that. You would think you would know that, but I didn't know that, yeah. So that little tip for you, put the bottle, set the scale, done. Put it back on, instead of the weight, there's the weight of the sauce. Track it, track your sauces. Even low calorie sauces, just track it, because they could be tipping your calories up quite high. Another mistake that even I made when I first started, when you're using an app to track your calories, like MyFitnessPal, NutriCheck, whatever, they're not always right. Sometimes when you scan the food, it comes up with a completely different food. So if you're not double checking, then you could be tracking a completely different food. You just done. Yeah, you could be tracking a different food. Or sometimes the calories are wrong. The packet will say 1 calorie and then the MyFitnessPal will say the other. Make sure that you're just double checking that it's the right amount of calories, if that makes sense. Because sometimes it could be a difference of 100, 200 calories and that will make a massive difference. Another thing is that when you're tracking, you're not looking at the label properly. And this is what I did. This took me a long time. Oh my days, guys, I've got a story to tell you, right? Hold on. You need to make sure that on the back of the packet, the calories, they always write it really small, but how is it, how do you explain it? So with pasta, it's measured like, how would you say it? Like when it's cooked versus uncooked, you know what I mean? For 100 grams of cooked pasta, it's this amount of calories, or for 100 grams of uncooked pasta is this. So for me, I bought 2 different pastas, one from Lidl's and then one from Asda, and I was confused because I'd weigh out 100 grams of pasta and track it in my Fitness Pal, and 100 grams of pasta from Lidl's was coming out to more calories than the 100 grams of pasta from Asda, and they're both exactly the same pasta, like just a normal fusilli pasta. And I was like, how did they manage to wangle less calories? So I was like, I'm just gonna eat this pasta. And then it turned out that it was right in small writing at the back of the pasta, it said, from Asda, it's weighed out as cooked, whereas, so 100 grams of cooked pasta is obviously less actual pasta than 100 grams of dry pasta. Make sure you're weighing it. The same with chicken. Asda tends to have their calories weighed out in cooked versions, whereas like other places tend to be uncooked. So make sure you're checking the back of the label and that you are weighing it out according to what in the back of the label says, you know what I mean? Another mistake I see a lot of people making is that they think they're eating healthy by snacking on nuts, eating lots of nut butters, eating loads of avocado and high calorie dense healthy food, and they think that, you know, because it's healthy that they must have to lose weight on it, when really and truly for like a handful of nuts you're getting so many calories. If you're snacking on nuts throughout the day, you could easily be putting yourself in a surplus easily and still be hungry. You can literally eat a handful of nuts and be hungry. Or like chocolate covered raisins, bro. Oh, chocolate covered raisins, I haven't had them in a long time. But yeah, you could literally be going over your calories by eating loads of high calorie healthy foods. If you are going to be eating high calorie healthy foods like nuts, make sure that you're weighing them out and tracking them properly. And maybe you might decide, once you weigh them out and you see how much calories is in that small amount, you might think, you know, I'll rather have a big bowl of grapes or something that you can get a lot of volume for a lot less calories that can fill you up. Another mistake that a lot of people do, including myself, is that when you see the word skinny or healthy, or a product is marketed in a way to make it look healthy, that you automatically assume that it's healthy and you will just eat a lot of that food. Another thing that could be preventing you from losing weight is that you're not prioritizing your activity. So you are either doing one workout in the day and then for the rest of the day you're not doing anything, or you're just being a couch potato. You're not really doing much activity. To lose weight, you need to eat less and move more. Don't forget the move more. Go outside, go for a walk, look beautiful outside. Go outside, move your body more. Try and sit down as little as possible. Move your body. If you do a workout and you're tired, drink some coffee, have some caffeine. Just get up and try and move your body. Don't think that just because you have done one workout that you don't need to move your body the rest of the day. Just get up and move your body. Move, move! Another mistake that a lot of people make is that they eat back the calories that they burnt while exercising. And most of the time they will go off of like fitness trackers and say that, you know, I burnt 300 calories doing whatever, and so I'm going to eat back the 300 calories. No! Listen to me, don't do it, yeah? When you work out your calories, you're working out your calories based on your activity. So you don't need to be eating back them calories. Save them calories, let yourself be in a deficit. Most of the time these trackers and stuff aren't accurate and you have burnt like half the amount of calories that you think you've burnt. So you could just be bringing yourself back into maintenance. There's no need for it. You don't need to do it. If you're not losing weight and you're having a cheat day every week, it could actually be the cheat day that is bringing you back to maintenance. You could be eating in a deficit all week, and then it only takes one day of over consuming your calories to get you out of that damn deficit. So if you're not losing weight, stop the cheat days. Eat everything in moderation throughout the week. You don't need a cheat day. Yeah, you can every now and again, but it doesn't need to be a weekly thing. If you're eating all the foods you enjoy and just fitting it into your weekly food and into your deficit, it's a lot more easier to lose weight. You don't feel the need to overconsume in one day. So spread out whatever you like. If you want a bit of chocolate, make sure you include that in your throughout the week into your calorie deficit. You'll find it a lot easier to lose weight, I promise. If you're skipping meals, skipping breakfast, what the hell are you doing? Eat your damn meals. Breakfast is the most important meal of the day. Kickstarts your metabolism in the morning, gets you started. I always think if I have breakfast in the morning, it's setting me up for the rest of the day. Yeah, so make sure you're having breakfast. If you're skipping breakfast and you're trying to push your meals back as far as you can, all you're doing is going to make yourself really hungry, and that causes like overeating and binging in the night time. You're gonna just wanna grab easy fast foods. It's better to just make sure that you are eating consistently throughout the day and you're not making yourself get too hungry between meals. Also, another tip is just always make sure that you've got like handy snacks, like healthy low calorie snacks around, or meals that is just already in the fridge or freezer that you could just grab when you are feeling a bit peckish, because you know we all feel a bit peckish, and if there's not something there, we're going to go for a chocolate bar. I've been guilty of this as well. But if you are taking the random bites throughout the day, you're making everyone dinner and you're taking spoonfuls of food, your boyfriend's got a cake and you just take a little bite here and there. Just because you don't track it, don't mean it don't count, all right? Just because it's not in the fitness pal doesn't mean it don't count. Your body still knows, all right? So if you're not tracking them calories, make sure you are either don't take the random bites, but if you do, try and account for them calories, try and track it as much as you can, because that could actually be bringing you into your maintenance calories rather and taking you away from your deficit. So that is something that you could be doing that could be stopping you from losing weight. What a lot of people do when they want to start losing weight and be healthy is they drink a lot of fruit juices and think it's healthy, and smoothies. So you're drinking calories, and if you're not even tracking them calories, that could be what is making you get out of your calorie deficit. Don't drink your calories. That is mistake number one. No, that's not mistake number one. That's mistake number whatever mistake that is. Go for the lower calorie. This is empty now. Lower calorie options: water, Pepsi Max, 0 calorie drinks. Eat your fruit, get the fibre and fill up your belly. Don't drink the fruit juices. Well, you can drink the fruit juices, but don't do it a lot, you know? Another mistake you might be making is that you don't have any routine in place. If you don't have a routine for when you wake up in the morning, when you go to bed, what kind of foods you eat, what kind of times you work out and train, then you're basically setting yourself up for failure. You know, I heard this saying, yeah, and it stuck with me throughout my whole life. If you fail to plan, you plan to fail. So make sure you have a plan in place. You have a kind of a routine, because if you don't, then what happens if you don't? I don't know. You fail. Try and go to bed at a similar time every night. Make sure you kind of have like a idea of what kind of foods you eat, what kind of times you eat, what times you train. I found that really has helped me throughout my weight loss journey. I find that when I have a routine in place, I know what I'm doing. It's just like I don't have to think about it. I just do it when it's a routine. So it's more easier to stick to like the plan or what you're doing than if you are just kind of making it up as you go along and just going off of whatever. The world is opening back up again, right? We're all going out. We're going out for the meals. Monday, we go Nando's. Tuesday, we're going to the pub. Wednesday, we're going for the Chinese. If we're eating out too much, how are you going to know how many calories you're eating? Some restaurants have the calories on the menu, but you don't know how much oil they're putting in. They're not going to put the same amount of oil in every time. They're going to cook it different. They might be adding butters. They might be, you know what I mean? The portion sizes could vary. So if you're not losing weight and you're eating out a lot, that could be the reason. So maybe cut it down to maybe once a week. You don't need to go out every single day, right? For me personally, the most frustrating mistake that I see in people losing weight is that people are overcomplicating weight loss. Weight loss is so simple: calories in, calories out. The law of thermodynamics, all right? It literally is simple. You literally just need to eat less calories than you're burning, but people seem to overcomplicate weight loss. Yo-yo dieting, going fad diets, drinking Slim Fast shakes, all of these random diets people think they need to do. Intermittent fasting. I don't have anything against intermittent fasting if it's what helps you get into a calorie deficit and lose weight, but some people think that you have to intermittent fast, or you can't eat carbs, otherwise you're going to gain weight, or you can't eat any sugar, including sugars in fruit. Being scared of fructose. Fructose does not make you fat. I don't know one person that has become obese because they ate too many apples. Tell me, what caused you to become overweight? It was not apples. Apples did not make me overweight. Fructose will not kill you. I get so frustrated when people say you eat too much fruit. That is not what caused me to be obese, all right? Stop it. Stop it. It's annoying. It's frustrating. Don't comment that rubbish down there, because that literally bubbles my boilers. I don't even know what the word is. But no, stop overcomplicating it. Or like seeing people just struggling so much because they're trying to make their meals to fit every single macro to the gram. You don't need that. You just need a calorie deficit. Obviously, the nutrition in the food does matter. You want to eat from every single food group. Guys, come on. We learned this at school. Do you remember the Eat Well Healthy plate? You have like all of the variety. Eat everything in moderation. It's simple. It is so simple, but people have to overcomplicate it. When you overcomplicate it, you get stressed. It's not that deep. It doesn't need to go that deep. Stop making that mistake of thinking that you have to do cardio fasted, or you have to there's a secret way of doing things. There's no secret way. That's the secret of weight loss, is there is no secret. It's plain and simple, it's easy, but people want to overcomplicate it. It doesn't need to be that serious, right? It don't need to be that serious, right? So I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please leave a like, comment down below a green tick, because we're getting it right this time. We're not making these mistakes. The little tick or a thumbs up or something that means, yeah, let's go. This one, I don't know. Comment something down below. Help the algorithm, guys. Subscribe if you haven't already. Click the bell button, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.